The question I get asked more than any other about Amazon FBA is how much money can I actually make? It's the million-dollar question that everyone wants answered before they invest their time and hard-earned money into this business. Today, I'm going to give you the honest, data-backed answer about Amazon FBA income potential, breaking down real earnings from actual sellers and what factors determine your success. Let me start with the bottom line. Based on the latest industry data, Amazon FBA earnings vary dramatically, but the average seller makes between $1,000 to $25,000 per month. However, that's a huge range, and your actual earning will depend on multiple factors, including your business model, investment level, product selection, and how seriously you approach this as a business. And here's what the most recent data tells us about Amazon seller earnings. According to Jungle Scout 2024 State of the Union Seller Report, 45% of sellers earn between $1,000 to $25,000 monthly. About 10% of sellers reach the $25,000 to $250,000 monthly range, proving that substantial earnings are definitely possible. However, 31% of sellers make less than $500 a month, which highlights the competitive nature of the platform. Looking at annual figures, new Amazon sellers who have been selling for just 1 to 2 years earn an average of $42,000 in annual profit. This is actually above the US median annual wage of $34,000, which means Amazon FBA can legitimately replace a traditional job income for many people. The most encouraging statistics is that 67% of Amazon sellers become profitable within their first year of operation. Nearly 90% of Amazon sellers turned a profit in 2023, with half of them earning at least $1,000 per month. This number shows that while success is not guaranteed, it is certainly achievable with the right approach. But here's what is really important to understand. These earning figures represent sales revenue, not necessarily profit. Your actual take-home income depends on your costs, fees, and business expenses. Most successful Amazon sellers see margins between 10 to 20%, while some even higher margins depending on their business model and efficiency. If you are getting value from this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps me grow this channel and brings even more free training to entrepreneurs like you. Now, something exciting. I'm holding a 5-day challenge called the 50-Day Sales Challenge, where I will walk you through my exact process for finding products opportunity that consistently sell 50 or more units per day. These are not theories, they are the same research method I have used to uncover products that have generated millions in revenue. And here's the truth: you can have great marketing, beautiful branding, all the bells and whistles, but if you are not selling something people actually want, you will always feel stuck. This challenge is small on purpose so I can work closely with everyone who joins. If it sounds like something that could move your business forward, check the link in the description or the comment to grab your spot before it fills up. And here is the best part. By the end of the 5 days, you will walk away with well-researched 10 to 25 curated products that you can launch immediately on Amazon, Shopify, or even TikTok Shop. All right, let's get back into it. Let's talk specifically about private label because that's where the highest earning potential lies. Private label involves sourcing generic products, adding your own branding, and creating unique listings. Successful private label sellers often earn 5,000 to 50,000 per month, with some reaching six figures monthly. The startup investment is higher, typically between $5,000 to $25,000, but the profit margins are better at 25 to 50% or more. The key advantage of private label is that you control your brand and pricing. You are not competing on identical products. You can build long-term value in your business. The challenge is that it requires more skills in product development, branding, and marketing. That's also what makes it more scalable and profitable in the long run. Now, let's discuss the factors that determine your actual earning. Product selection is absolutely crucial. Your ability to identify products with healthy demand, manageable competition, and strong profit margins can make or break your business. It's not just about what you sell. It's about how well you understand your market, your customer, and your product positioning. Your investment level significantly impact your earning potential. While 15% of sellers start with less than $500 and 80% started with between $500 and $10,000. Those with larger budgets typically scale faster. So having adequate capital allows you to purchase sufficient inventory, invest in quality products, and weather the learning curve. Time commitment is another major factor. Most Amazon sellers spend fewer than 20 hours per week on their business, with 31% dedicating just 4 to 10 hours weekly. However, new sellers typically need to invest more time initially to learn the system and establish their business. Your approach to learning and implementation matters enormously. The 15% of sellers who achieve profitability within 3 months typically invest in education, coaching, or comprehensive training program. Taking a systematic approach rather than trying to figure out everything through trial and error significantly improve your odds of success. Marketing and optimization skills directly impact your earning. Successful sellers understand Amazon SEO, product listing optimization, advertising, customer acquisition, and most importantly, how to buy help, how to find the experts to help you drive growth. These skills often make the difference between sellers earning a few $100s monthly versus those earning thousands. Let's talk realistic timelines for private label. To earn $1,000 per month, most sellers need 3 to 6 months with consistent effort and proper execution. Reaching 5,000 per month typically takes 6 to 12 months as you develop your brand, your product line. So getting to $10,000 per month usually require 12 to 24 months and almost always involves strong systems, multiple SKUs, and effective advertising. The sellers earning $25K monthly have typically been in business for 2 years plus and have developed strong systems, multiple products, and often expand internationally or into multiple sales channels. Here's a real-world example to make this more concrete. A private label seller might source product for $8, sell it for $25. After all costs and fees, profit 8 to 12 per unit. Selling 500 units monthly will generate $4,000 to $6,000 in profit. The key is higher margins and the ability to control pricing. Let me address some important caveats about Amazon FBA earnings. First, these are gross profit figures before tax, business expenses, and reinvestment. Most successful sellers reinvest 50% to 70% of profits back into inventory and growth for the first 1 to 2 years. Second, earnings can be volatile, especially when you are starting out. You might have a great month followed by a slower period due to inventory issues, seasonal fluctuations, or increased competition. Third, Amazon fees and policies continue to evolve. Storage fees, fulfillment costs, and advertising expenses can impact your margins over time. So you need to continuously optimize your business. Fourth, success requires treating this as a real business, not a garage quick scheme. It's not a side hustle. The sellers earning substantial income have developed systems, processes, and skills that took time to build. Let's discuss strategies to maximize your Amazon FBA earning. Focus on profit margins rather than just sales volume. A product with 30% margins selling 300 units monthly generates more profit than a 10% margin product selling 500 units monthly. Reinvest profit strategically rather than taking all profits as income initially. Reinvest in additional inventory, new product, and business tools to accelerate growth. Develop multiple income streams within Amazon. Successful sellers often sell in multiple categories and expand internationally. And you have to build systems and processes to maximize the time you spend on day-to-day operation. The goal is creating a business that generates income without requiring constant hands-on management. Consider the long-term value of building a brand. Private label sellers who build strong brands often sell their business for 2 to 4 times annual profit, creating significant exit opportunities. And here's what you need to invest to reach different income levels. To consistently earn $1,000 monthly, budget say $2,000 to $5,000 in startup capital and plan to reinvest profit for 6 to 12 months. For $5,000 monthly income, budget $10,000 to $20,000 in capital and expect 12 to 18 months of building and reinvestment. Then reaching $10,000 plus monthly typically requires $25,000 to $50,000 in capital and 18 to 36 months of dedicated business building. These investment levels are not just for inventory, they include education, tools, advertising, and having enough runway to weather the learning curve and seasonal fluctuations. The reality is that Amazon FBA can generate life-changing income, but it requires treating it as a serious business venture. The sellers earning $50,000 monthly have invested significantly in education, capital, and time to build sophisticated operations. However, even modest success can be meaningful. Earning an extra $1,000 to $3,000 monthly can pay off debt, fund vacations, or supplement retirement savings. Many sellers start part-time and gradually build their business while maintaining other income sources. The key is setting realistic expectations and understanding that sustainable business success takes time to build. Quick wins are possible, but lasting success comes from developing skills, building systems, and continuously improving your business. Looking at the bigger picture, Amazon FBA offers one of the most accessible paths to building a scalable e-commerce business. While not everyone will earn 6 figures, the data shows that most dedicated sellers can build profitable businesses that generate meaningful income. The opportunity is real, but so is the competition. Success goes to those who approach Amazon FBA strategically, invest in education, proper execution, and persist through the inevitable challenges and setback. Your earning potential with Amazon FBA ultimately depends on how seriously you approach it, how much you are willing to invest, and how effectively you can execute proven strategies. The tools and opportunities are available. Success comes down to your commitment and execution at the end of the day. So what questions do you have about Amazon FBA earning potentials? Are you looking to supplement your income or build a full-time business? Let me know in the comments and I will help guide you towards realistic goals and strategies for your situation.